Have you ever wondered about the stories behind the objects we use every day? The ones we often take for granted, yet they play a significant role in our lives? Today we're embarking on a fascinating journey, unlocking the secrets and histories hidden within these everyday items. From the humble paperclip to the ubiquitous traffic light, we'll delve into their surprising origins, functions, and features. So prepare to have your curiosity piqued as we unwrap the mysteries of the common and the mundane. Buckle up, it's about to get intriguing. Let's start with something we all have lying around, the humble paperclip. This little marvel of engineering simplicity has a surprisingly rich history. Believe it or not, the paperclip we know and love today first came into existence in the late 19th century. Its initial purpose: to attach tickets to fabric. Over time, however, this function evolved, and the paperclip found its true calling as an indispensable tool for bundling papers together. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Did you know that the design of the paperclip is protected by patents? That's right, this seemingly simple device is a product of careful design thought. And if that isn't enough to pique your interest, consider this. Across the globe, there are several sculptures that pay tribute to the paperclip, taking its simple form and magnifying it to giant proportions. Now that's a twist. Next up, let's stick together and explore the intriguing history of sticky notes. These familiar, brightly colored squares, which we often use for reminders, started life as a lab blunder. Yes, you heard that right. The adhesive that makes sticky notes so unique was actually invented by Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, while he was trying to create a super strong glue. Instead, he ended up with a low-tack, reusable, pressure-sensitive adhesive. Though it was considered a failure at the time, another scientist at 3M, Art Fry, saw its potential. Inspired by his desire to mark his place in his hymn book without damaging the pages, Fry used Silver's adhesive to develop the first sticky note. Today, these adhesive marvels have become an indispensable tool in our daily lives, from offices to classrooms to households. So stick around as we uncover the accidental brilliance of the sticky note. Now, let's zip through to the world of fashion with the zipper. This marvel of engineering has a gripping past that's sure to fasten your attention. Initially conceived in the late 19th century, the zipper's original design was quite different from the one we're familiar with today. It was first used on boots and bags for its robust and sturdy design, but it wasn't until the early 20th century that it began to find its way into the world of clothing. The zipper, or class blocker as it was originally called, transformed how we dress ourselves, making the process quicker, easier, and more efficient. Whether it's on a pair of jeans, a jacket, or even a tent, zippers have become an integral part of our everyday life. They've certainly come a long way from their initial use on boots. So the next time you zip up your jacket or your backpack, remember the intriguing history of this everyday object. Join me as we uncover the teeth behind this everyday fastener. Let's ink our way into the next mystery, the common pen. You might see it merely as a tool to jot down your thoughts, but it's much more than that. It's a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity. Imagine having to write with a feather dipped in ink. Thankfully, we've come a long way since then. The ballpoint pen, the one we use most today, owes its existence to the world of newspapers. Inspired by how newspapers print, Laszlo Biro, a journalist himself, designed the ballpoint pen to have a tiny ball in its tip that rotates to distribute ink evenly as we write. This mechanism prevents the ink from drying up when not in use, a common problem with fountain pens. From quills to fountain pens, and finally to the ballpoint pen, the journey of the pen is as intriguing as it is important. So the next time you pick up a pen, remember, you're not just writing, you're wielding a piece of history. We'll explore the fascinating journey of how this essential writing companion came to be. And now, let's hit the streets with a look at the traffic light. It's an everyday object that we often overlook, but its impact on our daily lives is immense. The traffic light has a fascinating evolution that mirrors the development of our modern cities. Initially, traffic lights were manually operated by traffic police. However, as cities grew and traffic became more complex, an automated system was needed. This led to the invention of the electric traffic light in the early 20th century. Over time, these systems evolved from simple timed lights to complex smart control systems that adjust based on real-time traffic conditions. These systems use advanced technologies like sensors and artificial intelligence to manage traffic flow efficiently. But the primary function of traffic lights has always remained the same: to maintain road safety. By controlling the movement of vehicles and pedestrians, these signals prevent accidents and ensure smooth traffic flow. So the next time you're at a traffic light, take a moment to appreciate this everyday marvel. Join me in deciphering the language of lights and exploring how these signals keep our roads safe and sound. And there you have it, Curiosity Crew, the untold stories of everyday objects. We've navigated through the twists and turns of the humble paperclip, stuck with the sticky note, zipped through the history of the zipper, inked our knowledge with the pen, and stopped at the traffic light's fascinating tale. The ordinary isn't so ordinary after all, is it? If you enjoyed this journey of discovery, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share your favorite everyday object trivia in the comments.